Hi there, and welcome to sydneydrinkdriving.com.au.
Josh Borman here from sydneydrinkdriving.com.au. I'm just outside Bankstown Local Court where I've just finished a matter for a low-range PCA offence. Now, my client was charged with quite a low blood alcohol reading at 0.053, and it was considered what they often refer to as a next day type of offence or a day after offence, where he had consumed a fair bit of alcohol the night before. He'd gone to sleep, he'd woken up the next day, he'd hopped in his car, once pulled over by a random breath test unit. It became evident that he still had a level of blood alcohol in his system which was just over the limit on this occasion. Now, there were some extenuating circumstances surrounding this incident, or in particular the reason why my client consumed so much alcohol the night before. This came down to some family and some personal issues, which basically saw my client consume alcohol far in excess of what he usually would the night before the offence occurred. He then went to sleep around 12 o'clock, woke up around 8:30, got into his car. It was his day off. He drove out to his local bank. He actually drove past a random breath test unit on the way out there. He didn't feel any effects of alcohol in his system, and he certainly sincerely believed that he wasn't breaking any laws. So on the way back from the bank to his home, he didn't seek to avoid the random breath test unit. He went through, but he was certainly shocked when the police officer advised him that he was over the legal limit and his blood alcohol reading was 0.053. Given the low reading and also the fact that he does have a good traffic history since he's been driving for 18 years, and he only has a handful of minor traffic infringements on his record, there was probably no real need for him to go along and do a traffic offender program. He's 49 years of age, so he isn't a person who is just learning how to drive and would benefit greatly from re-education through a traffic offender program. So we basically focused on getting a number of very well-written references together for him. He was able to get one from his supervisor at work, a family friend who is also a barrister, and an old colleague he used to work with. All of these people had glowing things to say about my client and the sort of person that he is. Clearly, his history showed that this is a one-off type of offence that will not be repeated again in the future. And I expressed to the court that my client's major lesson that he has taken away from this entire incident is the fact that alcohol can really remain in your system and in your blood for quite an extended period of time, well after you've stopped consuming the alcohol. So the magistrate received these submissions very well, and we obviously push for what's called a Section 10 dismissal, and that's where you plead guilty to a charge, you agree that you're guilty, the matter is dismissed under Section 10 of the Crime Sentence Procedure Act. And what this basically meant in reality for my client is that he would not lose his license, he would not be convicted, and he would not be fined. So it really was a fantastic result that we got for my client, and he was over the moon with the result. So guys, if you find yourself in a situation where you have been charged with a drink driving or a DUI or an alcohol-related traffic offence, or even any sort of traffic offence that has occurred in New South Wales, rest assured that there is a lot of help out there. I'm a traffic and drink driving solicitor, and I'm very experienced in these types of matters. I attend courts in Sydney and all of the courts in the surrounding areas. Our office is in the city. However, today I've come out to Bankstown to successfully plead this matter before the court today. So rest assured, there is a lot of help out there. If you want to have a chat to me, you can give me a call at the office on 02 9283 8622. Or alternatively, if you haven't seen our website already, jump on our website. It's sydneydrinkdriving.com.au. Now, there's plenty of information surrounding drink driving offences, laws, penalties, traffic programs, and a whole raft of other information surrounding criminal drink driving matters in New South Wales. You should familiarise yourself with this information and the charges that you may have. And then, like I said, give me a call at the office for a free first telephone consultation. I can have a chat to you about your charges, what you can expect from the court system, and certainly if you want to get us on board for some professional legal representation to help you get the best result possible, we can advise you of the process that we go through and how we can help you. Like I said, our number is 02 9283 8622. Thanks, guys.